Good morning, children. Good morning. Good morning, children. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Good morning. Let's discuss the answers to the 3 tests which we took up yesterday. Look at the first question. If x plus 1, so yesterday what had happened was that particular paper which I had prepared based on the links, I was not able to upload it in the portal. I had some, meaning there was some error. That was the reason why I scheduled 3 different tests for you. But nevertheless, they were well within the portions, meaning you have seen them earlier. Earlier meaning in the earlier lesson plans. So now that you are introduced to the entire chapter polynomials, it shouldn't have been difficult for you. Though they were not strictly based on those 2 links, you should have been able to handle it because we have now completed the chapter polynomials. So that was the reason. So the paper was ready, but when I tried to upload the paper in the portal, I was not able to upload it. So yeah, now it's ready, children. The paper is now ready. So after the class, I shall schedule the exam. So which will be based on the contents of the 2 links I had shared earlier. That is the exam which was supposed to be given yesterday will be scheduled today. It will be open for at least 2 days. So maybe today and tomorrow, by tomorrow 4 o'clock, you should be able to complete it. Let's see the first one. So if x plus 1 is a factor of this polynomial, then the value of k is. So x plus 1 is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 1. So we need to, in place of x here in the polynomial, you need to use minus 1. Minus 1. X plus 1 is equate x plus 1 to 0. So x is equal to minus 1. And since it's a factor, we know that the value of this polynomial at x is equal to minus 1 will be 0. So 2 into minus 1 the whole square plus k into minus 1 is equal to 0. So when you work that, the value of k will be 2. You need to equate this to 0. You get x is minus 1. Next, if you call this one p of x, p of minus 1 will be 0. P of minus 1 is equal to 0. Which means 2 into minus 1 the whole square plus k into minus 1 is equal to 0. On solving that, you will find k is 2. Children, my screen is visible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. See the next one. The next one, we are not expected to multiply 249 into 249 and then 248 into 248. No, not like that. You need to go through an identity. So this is like a squared minus b squared, which is a plus b into a minus b. 249 plus 248 into 249 minus 248. A squared minus b squared is a plus b into a minus b. So when you use that identity to simplify this expression, you will find that the answer is 497. 249 plus 248 into 249 minus 248. So 249 minus 248 is 1. So 1 into the sum which you get, 249 plus 248, will be 497. Third one. So this one is just, if you know the identity, the question looks new. You definitely have not seen a question like this earlier, but it's not difficult. And this is how the questions will be. You should be expecting only such questions. So now here we have x by y plus y by x is equal to minus 1. All of you work this, children. Take up the common denominator. Work this. X by y
X
plus y by
plus y square is equal to minus x y, is it, ma'am?
Okay, let me take up the LCM. All of you, I hope you're sitting with a book and a pen. Write down the expression. Write down this expression. Write down this equation. x by y plus y by x is equal to -1. See, I'm also doing. Take up the common denominator. Xy is a common denominator. So you get in the numerator x square plus y square is equal to -1. Xy is a common denominator. So you get x square plus y square in the numerator is equal to -1. Now on cross multiplying, x square plus y square is equal to -xy. Now transpose -xy. So that gives us x square plus y square plus xy is equal to 0. That means the value of x square plus y square plus xy is equal to 0. The value of this expression x square plus y square plus xy is equal to 0. That is the meaning of this. See, we are given something like this: x by y plus y by x is equal to -1. We are working with this, and the meaning of this equation is the same as x square plus y square plus xy is equal to 0. So now this will be more useful for us. The given equation is this. When we work with this, we get x square plus y square plus xy. The value of this expression is 0. Now this will be the value of this expression will be more useful for us. X square plus y square plus xy. The value of this expression is 0. Now take up what you have to find. We need to find the value of x cube minus y cube. So write out, children, in your book. What is x cubed minus y cubed? It is x minus y identity. What is x cubed minus y cubed? X minus y into x square plus xy plus y square. Now tell me what will happen. What next, children?
Ma'am, we have to substitute the value.
Yeah, we have to substitute the value. So it will be x minus y into 0 because the value of x square plus y square plus xy is 0. So it will be x minus y into 0, which is 0. So the value of x cubed minus y cubed is 0. It's not always 0. Given this condition, it is 0. Given this condition, x by y plus y by x is equal to -1. Given this condition, the value of x cubed minus y cubed is 0. So what we have to do is, we need to first take up the given equation and work it ahead. So on taking up the common denominator xy and solving this, we get x square plus y square plus xy is equal to 0. Now having got the value of this expression, x square plus y square plus xy is equal to 0. Take up this. Now this is x cubed minus y cubed, which is x minus y into x square plus xy plus y square. But we know that the value of that second expression is 0. So it will be x minus y into 0, which is 0. So the value of x cubed minus y cubed is 0. I repeat, children, you must be working. See, as I'm saying, you must be working it in a book. Only that way you can understand better. So taking up LCM is not new to you. The LCM of the denominators y and x is xy is not new. Working this equation ahead is not new. And then you also know the value of, you also know this identity, what x cube minus y cube expands to, or you know, okay, so we know that the two factors of x cube minus y cubed are x minus y and x square plus xy plus y square. What you have in the identity are the two factors of x cubed minus y cubed. X cubed minus y cubed is equal to x minus y into x square plus xy plus y square. These are the two factors. X minus y and the other one are the two factors of x cubed minus y cubed. The product of those two factors is x cubed minus y cubed. And one of the factors, the value of one of the factors is 0. So the product will be 0. And hence the value of x cubed minus y cubed is 0. Yeah, so this is direct. If a plus b plus z is 0, then a cube plus b cube plus c cubed is equal to 3abc. That's a conditional identity. You know that. And here, how do you work this, children? This of the form, the LHS is like
A plus B.
A plus B into A minus B.
A plus B into A minus B. So what does this work to, the LHS? A squared minus B squared, what is it?
A square minus B square.
Yeah, that's what will be the value? A squared minus B squared.
3x the whole square minus 1 by 2 the whole square.
Yeah, so what is that? What is 3x the whole square?
9x square.
9x square.
9x square. Then minus 1 by 2 the whole square is?
1 by 4.
1 by 4.
So on simplifying the LHS, we get 9x square minus 1 by 4. So 9x square minus 1 by 4 is equal to 9x square minus p. 9x square. See, when you work this is like a plus b into a minus b. So when this is how we have understood. If the given thing is like a plus b into a minus b, then the answer is a squared minus b squared. So 9x square minus 1 by 4 is equal to 9x square minus p. On comparing both the sides, or 9x square and 9x square on either sides will get cancelled, right? Will get cancelled on either sides. 9x square will get cancelled. So you're left with minus 1 by 4 is equal to minus p. On the LHS, you have minus 1 by 4 and RHS, you have minus p. So p is equal to 1 by 4. The value of p is 1 by 4. So again, a simple one, because is a plus b into a minus b is a squared minus b squared. We've been seeing since standard 8. So it's just that we have to use the identity and compare both the sides. Or you're solving 9x square on either sides gets cancelled, and we have minus 1 by 4 is equal to minus p, p is equal to 1 by 4. So here we have to expand. What's the identity? A plus b the whole cubed. What is a plus b the whole cubed?
A cube plus B cube plus 3A square B plus 3AB square.
3ab squared, and that's it. So we need to expand this using the identity, and once you expand, see the coefficient of x in the expansion of x plus 3 the whole cubed. The coefficient of x in the expansion, that is when you expand x plus 3 the whole cubed. So this is like a plus b the whole cubed. That expands to a cubed, that is x the whole cubed, plus b cubed, 3 the whole cube, plus 3 a squared b. So it will be plus 3 x square into 3 plus 3 a b square. So plus 3 a x into b square, 3 square. So when you expand using the identity a plus b the whole cube, you will find that the coefficient of x is 27. The coefficient of x will be 27. Work this, children. Which of the following is a factor of? Which of the following is a factor of this one? So yeah, start working. So let's expand x plus y the whole cube. That will be x cubed plus y cubed plus 3x square y plus 3xy square. I've expanded the first part. X plus y the whole cube is equal to x cubed plus y cubed plus 3x square y plus 3xy square. Then we have minus x cubed plus y cubed. So open the bracket, we get minus x cubed minus y cubed. Minus x cubed minus y cubed. Now what happens? X cubed minus x cubed cancels out. Y cubed minus y cubed cancels out. Or we are left with only two terms. Now these two terms have 3xy common. 3xy common. 3xy common. Bring it out. Now in the bracket you will get x plus y. When you expand this first part and then open the bracket here, and on simplifying you are left with only two terms, 3x square y plus 3xy square. So 3xy common, in the bracket you have x plus y. Now, so what's the answer? When you simplified this, we got 3xy into x plus y. So those are the two factors of the given expression. The answer when you work this, we get 3xy into x plus y. So 3xy is one factor of this expression and x plus y is the other factor of this expression. You just have to simplify this. You just have to work this ahead, simplify this. On simplifying, we get 3x square y plus 3xy square. But since we have to find a factor, we need to put it in a product form, the result in a product form. So we take out 3xy common. So 3xy into x plus y, which means 3xy into x plus y. So which means 3xy is one factor of this expression and x plus y is the other factor of this expression. And the question is, which of the following is a factor of this? So 3xy is the correct answer. 3xy is the correct answer. You simply have to work this expression and write the result in a product form, because you'll have to find a factor. So write the result in a product form. You should not stop at 3x squared y plus 3xy squared. Am I clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, children. Okay. So now, from no angle, this was difficult because I went through these papers and I thought these three can substitute the actual test which we were supposed to have yesterday. All right. All right, children. So this was another test which you completed yesterday. See the first one. One of the factors. See again, one of the factors. Meaning we need to work this. We need to work this and get the answer in product form. One of the factors. Work and tell me, children. Please work and tell me what you get. Yes. Ara?
Ma'am,
Yeah, tell me. Yeah.
ma'am, I got 25x square minus 1 plus 1 plus 10x plus 25x square, ma'am.
Yeah. So 25x square as it is, minus 1 as it is. We just have to open the bracket there. Plus the second one is like a plus b the whole square. So it is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Okay. So then what happens? Plus 1 minus 1 gets cancelled, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Children, see, so that I follow your pace, you know, even I'm also working here. See, otherwise, if I'm doing it in my mind and I'm going ahead of you, there's no point in discussing the answers. So even I'm sitting like a student here. I have a pencil with me. I have a book with me. I'm working it with you so that I can follow your pace. And I hope you're all doing the same. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so minus 1 plus 1 cancels out. What are we left with? 25x squared plus 25x squared, which is 50x squared plus 10x plus 10x. Now see again, the answer is not in product form. We cannot leave it here because you need to find one of the factors of the given expression. So then the answer must be a product of 2 or more expressions. It should be like, see, when it is numerical, it should be like 2 into 3 into 5, then you can say 3 is a factor of the given number, 5 is a factor of the given number. So now you are forced to take out 10x common, the HCF of the two numbers, the HCF of the two terms. 10x is common. So what do you get? 10x out, 5x plus 1. 5x plus 1. Now tell me, what are the two factors? What are the two factors you see?
10x and 5x plus 1, ma'am.
Yeah. Kanishka, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So when you take out 10x common, on taking out, why should you take out 10x common? Because we simplified, but the expression is not in product form. So we take out 10x common, and that gives us 10x into 5x plus 1. So we find that the given expression has two factors, 10x and 5x plus 1. These are the two factors. Is 5x plus 1 given to us? No. 5x minus 1. No, this is not a factor. Yeah, you can see 10x here. One of the factors. This has two factors. This expression has two factors. One of the two factors is 10x. This is 5x minus 1. This 5x minus 1. No, that's not a factor. 10x is a factor. In fact, 10 is a factor. X is a factor. 10x into 5x plus 1. It's 10 into x into 5x plus 1. So 10 is a factor, x is a factor, and 5x plus 1 is also a factor. Hitesh, are you there? Hitesh? Nikita? Deepika? Can you hear me, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Sangamitra? Satvika?
Yes, ma'am.
Nikita did not answer. Shivani?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Kanishka, is there Pranav? Pranav? Arav?
Yes, ma'am.
Atreya? Ananya?
Yes, ma'am.
Deepika? Nila? Shreyas?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, Vasudevan? All right. So we were talking with the, okay, we're done with the first one. See the next one here. If x plus y is a factor of p of x, then the value of k is. So this is very much a part of the portions which were announced for the test. In fact, everything, children, I told you, we have seen the full chapter polynomial, so nothing is new to you. Now this one is a factor of p of x is given. Then the value of k is. So you know how to handle this. X is equal to minus 5. X plus 5 is equal to 0. X is equal to minus 5. Clearly, p of minus 5 will be 0 because it's a factor. P of minus 5 is equal to 0. On working that, you can find the value of k, and that will be 5. This also you need to solve. You need to find. Okay, what is supposing I call this polynomial p of x. I call this polynomial p of x. Okay, I call this polynomial p of x. What is p of minus 2, children? What is p of minus 2? P of minus 2 is equal to?
X plus 2.
No, that's not the answer. If I call this polynomial p of x, what will be the value of p of minus 2?
minus 30, n minus 2m equal to minus 32.
No, a simpler answer. I just want a very simple answer.
Minus 2 cube plus 10
No,
into minus 2 square.
Not that. No. How do we start? How do we get started before even substituting minus 2 in the place of x? What's it first thing with? What's it condition you would write?
Linear. It must be linear, ma'am.
No. What is p? What will be the value of p of minus 2?
0.
0. That is very important. P of minus 2 is equal to 0. Since x plus 2 is a factor of p of x, when you find the value of p of x at x is equal to minus 2, that is when you find p of minus 2, the value of this one will be 0. That's the first thing we write. P of minus 2 is equal to 0. We write that condition and then only substitute. In the next step, we substitute. Arav?
Ma'am,
Similar to the first question, frame another question. Similar to what I asked. Now, my question was, what is the value of P of minus 2? P of minus 2. And we got the answer, it is 0. P of minus 2 is 0. Similar to
ma'am,
this.
I have to frame a question, ma'am.
Yeah, frame the question. Yeah, similar to what I asked just now. Similar to, now the question was, what is the value of P of minus 2? On the same lines.
Ma'am, can I?
1 minute. Let's just give others time also.
Ma'am, like, what is the, I can put some other variable or number, ma'am.
No. See, information is restricted to the question, not beyond the question.
Ma'am, may I?
Yeah, who's that?
Shreyas, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me.
Ma'am, x minus 1 is equal to 0, so p of x is 1, ma'am.
P of x is 1.
No, ma'am, x is equal to 1, that is equal to 0.
No, need to be more clear. Okay, x is equal to 1. Then
P of 1.
no,
P of 1.
No, who's that?
Kanishka, ma'am.
No, wait, Kanishka, please wait. Yeah. Yes, Shreyas. X is equal to 1, you're right. Okay, then?
Ma'am, p of 1 is equal to 0.
Yeah, P of 1. So your question to me should be, what will be the value of P of 1? Ask me that question. Yes, now ask me both the questions. Shreyas.
Ma'am, what value of p of 1, ma'am?
Yeah. What is the value of? See,
what is the value of p of 1?
In olden days, we learned only by repetition, you know. When the teacher says something, the entire class says, after the teacher. So that's how we learned. So now this is not registered. So I'm just trying to reinforce it. Yeah, now, yes, Shreyas. What are the two questions? What is the value
Ma'am,
of?
what is the value of p of minus 2 and what is the value of p of minus 1? Sorry, p of 1. P of 1.
Yeah. What is the value of p of minus 2? What is the value of p of 1? In this case. So the value of p of minus 2 is equal to 0. P of minus 2 is equal to 0. P of 1 is equal to 0. We need to equate x plus 2 to 0, x minus 1 to 0. So we get x is equal to minus 2, x is equal to 1. So x is equal to minus 2. That means this is p of x. P of minus 2 is 0 and p of 1 is also 0 because they're factors. So you know on division, the remainder will be 0. So you will get two equations in m and n on solving. M is 7 and n is minus 18. So here in this one, you were not expected to just multiply 104 into 96 like we do in third standard and give this answer. No, You should have sincerely used the formula a squared minus b squared. You should have sincerely used that. 104 into 96 straight away. See, it's MCQ, so nobody's going to make out how you got the answer. But you need to be true to yourself, right? So you should go through the identity a plus b into a minus b. So this one is 100 plus 4 into 100 minus 4. This is 100 plus 4 into 100 minus 4. A plus b into a minus b. A squared, 100 squared, minus b squared, 4 squared. So that will be 10,000 minus 16, which is 9,984. This one also. 305 into 308. How do we do this?
Ma'am, it is also a formula, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me.
Ma'am, x plus a into x plus b, ma'am.
Yeah, x plus a into x plus b. X plus a into x plus b, 8th standard. So 300 plus 5 into 300 plus 8. So what is x plus a into x plus b?
Ma'am, x square plus a plus b, x plus a
b into x plus ab.
Yeah, so x plus a into x plus b is equal to x squared plus a plus b of x plus ab. Okay. So what will be x there? What's the value of x?
300, ma'am.
300, ma'am.
Yeah, 300. A
And 5, ma'am.
and b?
8, ma'am.
8, ma'am.
8. This one, which identity?
A plus b, a minus b, ma'am.
Yeah. So what is that? How do you write it as a plus b into a minus b?
100 plus 7 into 200 minus 7, ma'am.
Yeah, 200 plus 7 into 200 minus 7. Okay, so next step?
A square minus b square, ma'am.
Yeah. So 200 the whole square minus 7 the whole square. Working that, you will get this answer. And this one, how many terms? How many terms here, children? 6 terms.
Ma'am, 6 terms, ma'am.
How many perfect squares?
3 perfect squares.
3 perfect squares. So this is of the form x squared plus y squared plus this is z squared. Here is z squared. These are the 3 perfect squares. X squared, this is y squared, and this one is z squared. And these must make 2xy, 2yz, and 2xz. So you should show that it's in the form x squared plus y squared plus z squared plus 2xy plus 2yz plus 2xz. And that will be x plus y plus z the whole square, which will work to 2a plus b plus 2 the whole square. See, one more thing is, if it is MCQ, you shouldn't, because there's this option, none of these, that's why this option, none of these is given. You can make a guess because this minus sign will not come because all the terms are positive. All the terms are positive, so this one cannot be the correct option. And this one also cannot be because when you square the first term, a square, this is 4a square. This is 4a square, while this is only a here. So this cannot be the option. This cannot be the option because again the second term when you square you will get 4b square, but it's only b square. So the C cannot be the correct option. B also cannot be the correct option because it's minus here, but all the terms are positive. So this cannot be the correct option. So it should be this or this. When there is none of these, we'll have to be careful. So you have to you can just expand it and see if you're getting these terms. All right. So these are just splitting the middle term. Let me just scroll through the questions. Splitting the middle term, x plus 1 is a factor of the polynomial. Yeah, x plus 1 is a factor of which polynomial? So you need to equate this to 0. X plus 1 is equal to 0 and find p of minus 1. You should, now when you equate this to 0, you get x is minus 1. So you must.
There is no p of minus 1, man. There is no p of x itself, ma'am.
No, I thought you will understand that we are calling these expressions p of x. Okay, let me mention that then. So when you take this as p of x, x is equal to minus 1. So you should find p of minus 1. Now we have a polynomial here. Let's call it p of x. And here x is equal to minus 1. Let's find p of minus 1. When you find p of minus 1, the answer will not be 0 here. So it's not a factor. This one is not a factor of a. Do the same thing here. Let's call this f of x. Find f of minus 1. So in place of x everywhere, you'll use minus 1. The value of f of minus 1 will not be 0. If it's 0, it's a factor. It will not be 0 here. So it's not a factor. The x plus 1 is not a factor of option B. Let's call this something like m of x. You don't have to, like spend time working, like just substitute the values. In place of x, substitute minus 1 and see if you're getting 0. If you get 0, then x plus 1 is a factor of whatever polynomial given. So when you work this a, b and d with x minus 1, the value will not be 0. In C it is 0. In place of x, when you use minus 1, the value of this polynomial will be 0. That means x plus 1 is a factor of this polynomial. Now here it is, x plus 1 is a factor of which polynomial? Is a factor of which one? So I was telling you that you should find the values of these polynomials when x is equal to minus 1. Wherever the answer is 0, that the x plus 1 is a factor of that polynomial. Here also you just have to group first two terms, last two terms. Yeah, see this one? Who can tell me this? Who can tell me the sixth one? Nobody got the right answer, 3?
Be 3ABC. So when we multiply the 3, when we substitute and multiply, the answer will get us 1 because all the terms will get cancelled. So 3 into 1 will be 3.
Was that Ananya? Children, kindly announce your name and then answer, because I'm not able to make out who it is. Okay, so I think I heard this. What is the LCM, children? What's the LCM of BC, CA and AB?
ABC, ma'am.
ABC, perfect. Now what will you get in the numerators? In the numerator, common denominator. Now in the first term, in the first term, we have BC in the denominator. So there is no A there. So we need to multiply the numerator with A. What is A squared into A?
A
cube.
A cubed plus. Now the denominator here is CA. So we need to multiply the numerator with B. What is B squared into B?
B cube.
B cube.
Similarly, here the numerator will be C cubed, because the denominator has AB, but the common denominator is ABC. So we need to multiply the numerator with C, and that gives us C cubed. Now, it's given to us that A plus B plus C is 0. It's given that A plus B plus C is 0. We are given this one. Now in the numerator, when we work this, in the numerator we have a cubed plus b cubed plus c cubed. What do we know about the value of a cubed plus b cubed plus c cubed when a plus b plus c is 0? It's given that a plus b plus
a
c
plus b plus c is equal to 0, whereas a cube plus b cube plus c cube is also equal to 0, ma'am. Because a cube plus b cube plus c cube is equal to 3abc, where a plus b plus c is equal to 0.
So in the numerator, yeah. So in the numerator, we have a cubed plus b cubed plus c cubed. Now a cube plus b cube plus c cube, which we have in the numerator, can be replaced with 3abc. Can be replaced with 3abc. See, now what at this point what we have is a cube plus b cube plus c cube divided by abc. We are there now. Next, the numerator can be replaced with 3abc. The numerator can be replaced with 3abc. Why? Because a cube plus b cube plus c cube is equal to 3abc. It's given that a plus b plus c is 0. So the numerator, we replace it with 3abc. We replace the numerator a cube plus b cube plus c cube with 3abc. Because we know it is equal to 3abc. Because a plus b plus c is 0. So that gives us 3abc by abc. ABC gets cancelled in the numerator and denominator, and the value is 3. And the value is 3. And the value is 3. So it was just, see, once you take up the common denominator, the rest will follow. You just have to start, give the right start. You just have to start off, get started correctly. Once you start off correctly, then one thing that will lead to the next, that will lead to the next, and you will get the correct answer. So start is just taking the LCM. LCM ABC. LCM ABC. ABC is the LCM, not a squared, b squared, c squared. Even if you are taken a squared, b squared, c squared, it is possible to find. In case somebody has done it and not got the answer, you share the picture with me on WhatsApp. I'll work and post it. In case you have some doubt apart from this, you tried in a different way and you did not get it, just share your picture with me later. I'll help you. You can take up the denominator as a cube, b cube, c cube also as the LCM. Not LCM, common denominator. The LCM is ABC. The LCM of these denominators is ABC. The least common multiple is ABC. You can take up any common denominator like a square, b square, c square, or a cube, b cube, c. So many common denominators are many, but the least common denominator is ABC. See, like in two fractions, when you have 4 and 6 in the denominator, in two different fractions, you have 4 and 6 in the denominator. LCM is 12. The least common multiple of 4 and 6 is 12. But you can take up 24 also as the common denominator. 24 can be a common denominator. 48 can be a common denominator. 60 can be a common denominator. 120, 360. Common denominator can be anything, but the least common denominator is 12 of 4 and 6. In the same lines, the least common denominator is ABC. You can take up a different denominator, common denominator also. You will get the same answer, 3. Haven't we done this in the class, children? Tell me. Haven't we done this in the same sum, I think? Exactly. You shouldn't be expecting. This one was done in the class. How do you find? Tell me the different expressions you find in this identity.
X plus y plus z into x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus zy.
So how many expressions?
Sorry, zx, ma'am.
How many expressions, Kanishka?
6, ma'am.
No.
Sorry, ma'am. 18.
No. Okay. 1 minute. Let me make my question more clear. Okay. So you've expanded x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz correctly. You're right there. Okay. Now in the first bracket, what do you have? In the first bracket, you said, what do you have?
X plus y plus z.
X plus Y plus Z. Okay, X plus Y plus Z. That makes one expression. X plus Y plus Z makes an expression whose value is
9.
9. Whose value is 9. So when you expand this in the first bracket we have X plus Y plus Z. That is one expression whose value is 9. Okay, so we are happy. The next bracket has two expressions. The next bracket has X square plus Y square plus Z square. You must look at that as one expression. X square plus Y square plus Z square. That is one expression. Then you must take out minus common and write it as minus open bracket XY plus YZ plus ZX.
Yes, ma'am.
So looking at the expansion like this, we have three expressions. X plus Y plus Z is one expression. Then X square plus Y square plus Z square is the second expression. Then we have three more terms following: minus XY, minus YZ, minus XZ. But you need to take out minus common. Just take a minus common. Then in the bracket you will get XY plus YZ plus XZ. And we are given the value of XY plus YZ plus ZX is 23. So when you look at this expansion as three expressions, we have the values of two of them. X plus Y plus Z is 9. XY plus YZ plus ZX is 23. So tell me, children, somebody other than Kanishka, what is the meaning? We need to find the value of each expression. Yes. We need to find the value of.
Ma'am, can I, Kanishka?
Okay, tell me.
X square plus Y square plus Z square, ma'am.
Yeah, so we need to find the value of X square plus Y square plus Z square. We need to find the value of X square plus Y square plus Z square. Because we have the value of X plus Y plus Z. We have the value of XY, YZ and ZX. So we need to find the value of X square plus Y square plus Z square. And to find the value of X square plus Y square plus Z square, what can you do?
Ma'am, X plus Y plus Z the whole square and is equal to 9 the whole square, ma'am.
Very good. So when you square this on both the sides, when you square this one on both the sides and work this, when you square on both the sides and work this, you will get the value of X square plus Y square plus Z square. Perfect. Now we just have to substitute the values. And on working that, you will find the value of this expression is 108. Now, if you got the correct answer for this? Nobody?
Ma'am, actually, I got a mistake in squaring the 9 square, ma'am.
Oh.
So I got that question is wrong.
Okay.
Afterwards, I saw, after completing the test, I saw it was wrong.
Okay.
I got it right.
You got it right, Ananya. Okay. See, actually going wrong is also important because you will, now you are sure you will not make that mistake. Going wrong here and there is also important. So if you're always right, that's good, but maybe you can even go wrong in the exam. When you make mistakes and learn, that's a learning for life. So you will not forget this, Kanishka. Okay, so don't worry that you made that mistake. So now next time you come across a situation like this, you will be extra careful. Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Know the procedure. Class, please ask me questions. Look at this one. When you expand, when you work this, when you complete this identity, we have three expressions. In the first bracket, X plus Y plus Z. We know the value of X plus Y plus Z is 9. Then in the second bracket, we have X square plus Y square plus Z square. That is one expression. We don't know the value of X square plus Y square plus Z square. So we need to find that. And then I said the remaining three terms, on taking minus common, you can write them as XY plus YZ plus ZX, which is 23. So clearly we need to find the value of X square plus Y square plus Z square. And that can be found by squaring this equation on both the sides. Just square this on both the sides. You will get the value of x square. No, when you square it, you should use the identity. So this is x square plus y square plus z square plus 2 of xy plus yz plus zx. On working, you'll find the value of x square plus y square plus z square and substitute, and you'll easily get 108. Yes, children, look at this. A by B. I think we encountered the same question earlier.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Is it the same?
No, ma'am. The terms are different. Like it was given x plus.
Okay,
or
okay, but
x cube.
same thing, right? Okay,
Yes,
okay,
ma'am.
fine. Okay, so again, okay. Yes, children, start working. You can see the first one. Yeah.
Actually, the board is slightly.
Ma'am, it's
I mean,
not
the
more
picture
clear,
is-
ma'am.
The whiteboard is like little gray, ma'am.
Yeah, correct. But can you read the questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. I'll help you to write the question. Write down the factors of open bracket 4x minus 1 by 5 the whole square. Four x minus 1 by 5 the whole square minus x plus 1 by 2 the whole square r. Can someone read the second one?
If f of x is equal to x cube plus 3x square minus 2x plus 4, then f of minus 2 plus f of 2 minus f of 0 is equal to.
Very good. Is equal to dash. Yeah. Now the third one, I want the answer from Arav. Arav should give me the answer for the third and the fourth one. Arav, start working the third and fourth one.
Yes, ma'am.
Nikita, just want to make sure if you guys understood. Nikita. Neela, are you there? Arav, please work the third and the fourth one.
Yes, ma'am, working.
Yeah.
Ma'am, can I do the first and second?
Yeah. Please continue. Start working from the first one and go ahead. Keep working. We'll also see the answers, children. Work from 1 to 5. Arav, you try the third and the fourth first and then do 1, 2 and 5.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
not sure about this answer, ma'am. அம்மா இங்க வா அம்மா ஒரு நிமிஷம் 40x square plus 1 minus 40x ன்னு எனக்கு ஒரு ஆன்சர் வந்தது. இந்த இதுவும் கேன்சல் ஆகுமா ஆகாதா? 40 இந்த மைனஸ் 40யும் ஆகாதா? ஏன்? Ma'am, I finished, ma'am.
Work till the fifth one, I said. 1 to 5. You finished which one?
Ma'am?
Ma'am, hello. First one alone, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
Yeah, I said work from 1 to 5. I'm right
Ma'am?
here. Yeah.
Ma'am, fourth one I have a doubt, ma'am.
No, we just discussed. That's why I wanted you to do it. You work, you have to give me the answer. How do you expand a plus b plus c the whole square? Please expand a.
Yes, ma'am. A plus b plus c into, ma'am.
No. How do you expand a plus b plus c the whole square?
Ma'am, the identity is. Ma'am, a plus b plus c into a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ca, ma'am.
That is a cubed plus b cubed plus c cubed minus 3abc. How do you expand a plus b plus c the whole square?
Ma'am. Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, in the third one, like after we take the LCM, ma'am, we
Mhm.
get ABC, ma'am. Then we'll get so, once and we'll get A cube plus B cube plus C cube, ma'am.
Yeah, correct.
Ma'am, then afterwards I don't know what to do, ma'am.
What did you get? A cube plus B cube plus C cube divided by what you got?
Ma'am, divided by ABC, ma'am.
Okay. So in the numerator, you have A cube plus B cube plus C cube, right?
Yes, ma'am.
What is that conditional identity?
Ma'am, yeah. Ma'am, the ID what we'll use for this, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, A plus B plus C into A square
No,
plus
no, no.
B.
No, no. What is, tell me the conditional identity. There
Ma'am,
is one
yes, ma'am.
identity which is called the conditional identity.
Ma'am, one, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, I got 1, 2, 3, and 5. I got 1, 2, 3, and 5 answers, but I didn't get answer for fourth one alone, ma'am.
Okay.
I cannot
we
understand.
Okay. More than saying I can't understand, you should ask yourself if you practiced. You can understand. I know you as much as you know yourself, even I know you now. You can definitely understand, but probably we have not repeated, so it's not retained. We have not retained that information in our memory. So there are two different. Yeah, there are two.
I remember conditional identity, ma'am.
1 minute, Adam. So
Yes.
understanding all of us can understand. All of us understand, but whatever we understand cannot be, registered or remembered for forever. That's not going to, what you understand today is not going to be with you in your memory forever. You need to retain it, you have to practice. Understanding is not the problem. You understand, then you don't practice. In a day or two, you forget it. And then you don't go back to that. You don't go back to what you understood. You don't practice. Only by practicing, only when you reinforce what you've understood by practicing, that remains with you. That remains in the memory. To register something in your memory, you need to practice. Retention of information in the memory happens only through practice. See, understanding, I can even, okay, we'll assume you did not understand. I'll explain it. You will understand, but you don't practice. 1 week later, given the same sum, you will not be able to do. Nobody will be able to do. If you have not practiced, you will forget it. You understood the day I taught you. But after that, it fades away. What you understand, whatever information you have, that fades away. Over a period of time, you forget it. So if you should not forget, if you should retain that in your memory, you need to practice. Reinforcement of information is the only way to retain information. All right, I assume that we have finished at least with the fifth one. We'll just see the answers. One minute. What is the answer for the first one, children? Please share your answers. The factors of, we discussed a similar one in the test. The factors of this and this are.
Ma'am, we can take it as a minus b the whole square and a plus b the whole square, no ma'am?
Yeah, you can do that. You can expand this, treating this as a minus b the whole square, you can expand this. Treating this as a plus b the whole square, you can expand it. Yes, that's also fine. Yes, children. What's the answer for this one? What are the factors of this expression? Not able to do that?
Ma'am, actually, I have a doubt in some, so.
Ma'am,
I was able to do that, some, ma'am.
Okay, let's just see the answer. Let me see. See here. So here I've treated it as a squared minus b squared. As Shreyas asked, you can also expand, Shreyas. You can expand. You can treat this as a minus b the whole square expanded. Treat this as a plus b the whole square and expand it. That's also fine. So you can also look at this as a. This is a square minus this is b. This is b square. A, see, 8th standard. This is a square minus this is b square. So the given expression is of the form a squared minus b squared. Then the answer is a plus b into a minus b. So you see the answer here. See, this is the question is of the form a squared minus b squared, wherein a is 4x minus 1 by 5 and b is x plus 1 by 2. A is 4x minus 1 by 5 and b is x plus 1 by 2. So the given expression is of the form a squared minus b squared. So the result is a plus b into a minus b. So the answer is right here in the identity. It's right here. All that we have to do is when we in place of a, we need to write 4x minus 1 by 5 because this is a square. This is a, this is b. So this is the answer. The question looks like this. So this is the answer. Here in place of a, we are going to write 4x minus 1 by 5. In place of b, x plus 1 by 2. And see the plus sign there, so plus sign here. So see there's minus here, so minus a, which is 4x minus 1 by 5, b, which is x plus 1 by 2, finished. Now tell me, after this, we just have to open up the brackets. So we have this, open the bracket. So be careful, minus x minus 1 by 2. That's the next step. So it's just that you have to get started correctly. You'll have to get started correctly. So see, if you can identify the identity correctly, the identity has both the question and answer in it. So the question is like this, the given thing is like this, this is the answer. AB must be replaced with these expressions. Then simplify by opening the brackets. And now here like terms, 4x plus 6, 5x. Minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2. 6 standard. Different sign, subtract, put the sign of the greater number. 6 standard. Simplify. 1 by 2 minus 1 by 5. Taking the LCM, you get 3 by 10 plus 3 by 10. 4x minus x, 3x. Minus 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2. LCM, 10 is LCM. Work it and you get minus 7 by 10. Now see the answer, it's like the given expression has a minus sign here, the given expression. Now see when we simplify that using the identity, we get 5x plus 3 by 10 into 3x minus 7 by 10. See, it's a product. 5x plus 3 by 10 into 3x minus 7 by 10. These are the two factors of this expression. These are the two factors. Remember, we had a similar question in the test. One of the factors, I think it was one of the factors of the expression is. So just work this with identity. And this is what we get. These are the two factors. These are the two factors of this expression given. Tell me from which angle is it difficult? See, when we are discussing, even I must.
I actually did with that a minus b the whole square and a plus b the whole square.
Yeah.
But I got a different answer, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me, what did you get?
Ma'am, I got 40x square plus 1 minus 40x.
40x square?
Plus 1 minus 40x.
Where did the fractions go away? See, you will get a, okay, when you did that, you know, you will get a quadratic equation, quadratic expression. You will have to split the middle term and get these factors. If you had used the, if you had worked this with a minus b the whole square and this one with a plus b the whole square, okay, on simplifying and all that, you will be left with only 3 terms. You'll be left with 3 terms. And the expression will be a quadratic expression. The expression will be a quadratic expression. The fractions will be there. Okay. The expression will be a quadratic expression. Then you'll have to split the middle terms. Not middle terms. You will have to split the middle term. And when you split the middle term, you will get this. You will get this answer. The same answer. Anybody else has tried to expand it like that? Anyone else? Because I just want to check the. Yes.
Ma'am, I tried.
What did you get? Did you get 15x squared?
No, ma'am, I didn't get.
You must have got 15x squared minus 13x by 4 minus 21 by 100. I'll work it that way and I'll share the answer, children. I'll work it that way, I'll share the answer.
Can you say the thing once
Ma'am,
again,
but
ma'am?
it's a long process, ma'am. It's very long.
Correct. That is,
Ma'am, can you say what you said? No, ma'am, the answer something you said, no, ma'am.
15x squared 15
Yes, ma'am.
minus 13x by 5 minus
yes,
21 by 100 minus 21 by 100.
Ma'am, I got some of the things that you have said, ma'am.
Okay. See, I just worked it quickly. I'm scared if I've gone wrong with plus minus somewhere, but something like this you must get. I'll work it, children. I'll work it and share it with you. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So, yeah, but as Shreyas rightly mentioned, yeah, that's going to be cumbersome. This is easier. So once you tell yourself that you should work it like this and work it sincerely, that's it. It will be registered. Your connection with the subject is more important than the number of times you do it. You do it 10 times, but every time you do, you're sulking. Every time you do, you're like, oh my God, this headache, mathematics, it's so difficult. You work like that. You have that thought in your mind and you work it 10 times. You cannot remember. But once you work it once or twice with, that connection, that good energy. You enjoy the subject. You want to remember it. Your intention should be that. Once you connect with the subject, so with your full heart, you work it once or twice, you can remember that for good. So how you handle it is very important. When you're sulking as you work, more of your energy is towards that and very less towards maths. Difficult. You cannot do two things at the same time. You need to either focus on the subject or sulk. So both at the same time will not be, so that negative thing, because you're brooding with the subject, that will take the upper hand and very less you can retain. So the second one, since the answer is visible, see children, is this right? F of minus 2 is 12, correct?
Ma'am, I got the same answer.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and F of 2 is 20.
Yes, ma'am.
And F of 0 is 4.
Yes, ma'am. And the answer is also right. I also got the same answer.
Okay. Class?
Same answer.
Yeah. All right. See you third one. Again, we discussed this. This was one of the questions in the test. So see here, LCM of, yeah, the LCM of the denominators is ABC. So I've shown all the steps here. And Arav, I think this will help you. So you get numerator A cube plus B cube plus C cube. Now A plus B plus C is given to us. A plus B plus C is given to us. Then A cube plus B cube plus C cube is 3ABC. Because A plus B plus C is 0, A cube plus B cube plus C cube is 3ABC. So this is replaced with 3ABC. This is 3ABC by ABC. ABC cancels out, so 3. So the value of the given expression is 3.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Now tell me the conditional identity, Arav.
Ma'am, if A plus B plus C is equal to 0, then A cube plus B cube plus C cube is equal to 3ABC. Ma'am.
Very good, very good. That's it. Master the identities. Remember them well. And everything will be fine with the chapter.
Yes. Yes.
So this again, we had a similar question in the test. I must say same, but with different numbers. Same situation, different values.
Ma'am, I got the fourth one answer correct.
Yeah. So it's like we can understand it from here. So this will be helpful for those who did not understand when I explained earlier. So see here. See, if you didn't understand when I explained earlier, very likely that you did not know the identity. So you were not able to relate my words to the identity, because if you didn't know the identity, it would have been difficult. So this is the identity, and I was talking about these expressions. We know the value of a plus b plus c is 5. Please follow the pointer, children. I'm pointing out the value of this, the value of this expression. The value of this expression is not known. So we have to find this. And here we have to take out minus common. We'll have to take out minus common and write the identity like this. This is the identity. Take this minus out common, and you get AB plus BC plus CA in the bracket. Now look at this. RHS has 3 different expressions: A plus B plus C, A square plus B square plus C squared, AB plus BC plus CA. So the RHS of the identity is made up of 3 different expressions. We need to find the value of this. We need to find the value of A cube plus B cube plus C cube minus 3ABC. We need to find the value of this one. So to find the value of this one, we need the values of these 3 expressions: 1, 1, 2, 3. These 3 expressions. We are given the value of A plus B plus C, 5, and also the value of AB plus BC plus C, which is 10. We have these 2 values in the question. So we need to find the value of A square plus B square plus C square. Only if you know this value, you can substitute the 3 values and simplify and find the answer. So this is to find the value of A square plus B square plus C square. So I remember Kanishka saying earlier that there in the test, the question was A plus B plus C is equal to 9. And Kanishka said she squared on both the sides. That's also fine.
Yes, ma'am. Now I got the answer correct, ma'am.
Yeah, you can square on both the sides, or you can write the identity like this and work. Both, it's the same effect. You can take up A plus B plus C is equal to, there it was 9, and then you square on both the sides, correct? Or you can also write the identity. A plus B plus C the whole square is equal to, write the identity. Why are we doing this? To find the value of A square plus B square plus C square. Because this expression is only in this identity. We need the value of A square plus B square plus C square. From which identity can we get the value of this one? So this is the identity. When you use this identity again has this expression A square plus B square plus C square, then AB plus BC plus CA and A plus B plus C. The value of A plus B plus C is 5 is given. The value of AB plus BC plus CA is 10 is given. So on working this identity, the LHS and RHS together, in this identity there are 3 expressions. 1, 2, 3 expressions. We know the values of 2 of them. A plus B plus C is 5 and this one is 10. So simply working this, you can find the value of A square plus B square plus C square, which is 5. Now we use this value here. A square plus B square plus C square is 5, and we put that here. Anyone got the answer to this one? Anyone finished this?
Completed, ma'am.
All right. So I told you for this there is a path. In one of the classes you have it in your book. There is a route for this. So I don't know what was given, children. I think A square plus B square, A square plus 1 by A square is given to be 18. And we need to find the value of A cube minus 1 by A cube. Yeah, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
If A square plus 1 by A square is equal to 18, find the value of A cube minus 1 by A cubed. So to find, see, it's like this. To find the value of A cube minus 1 by A cubed, you need the value of A minus 1 by A. To find the value of A cubed minus 1 by A cubed, you need the value of A minus 1 by A. So you need to find the value of a minus 1 by a using a square plus 1 by a square, which is given to us. So I told you a minus 1 by a is an expression with lower order. So write that. You need to find the value of a minus 1 by a. Write it and square it. Write it and square it. On squaring, you get a square plus b square minus 2ab. A square, b square, 2ab. A minus b the whole square, or x minus y the whole square is equal to x square plus y square minus 2ab. That's what you see here. We know the value of a square plus 1 by a square 18. 18 minus 2, 16. So a minus 1 by a is 4. Now, see, why should you start like this? I told you. To find the value of a cubed minus 1 by a cubed, you need the value of a minus 1 by a. If we had to find the value of a cubed plus 1 by a cubed, then we need the value of a plus 1 by a. So a minus 1 by a we need, so we square it, we use the identity, expand it like this, substitute the value given to us, and a minus 1 by a is 4. Now this equation you cube it on both the sides. This one you cube on both the sides. You cube on both the sides and you get the value of a cube minus 1 by a cube. You should use the identity correctly. A minus, see, x minus y the whole cubed is x cubed minus y cubed minus 3xy into x minus y, where x is a and y is 1 by a. Where x is a and y is 1 by a. X minus y the whole cubed is equal to x cubed minus y cubed minus 3xy into x minus y. 4 cubed is 64. And here you know the value of a minus 1 by a is 4. A minus 1 by a is 4. So on substituting that and transposing, we get a cubed minus 1 by a cubed is 76. All right, children. So